another installment of 5-Minute Tones. On today's video, I want to show you one of my favorite delay tones of all time. I'm on the Axe-FX 3. This is a Rubato Lassie plugged straight in. We've got the 5153 100-watt Stealth Red Amp model, my free LTTV Mix 7 Cab IR, and a little bit of gold plate reverb on there. Let's just hear the big, dirty starting point. Let's go to the delay block now. I've chosen the dual delay. I'm going to activate it. You can see that I've turned the mix up to 30% already so we can really hear the echoes. And what we're going to do is we're going to sync the left and right channels of this delay to different rhythmic subdivisions. So I'm going to choose a quarter note for the left channel and a dotted eighth note for the right channel. This is a pretty classic rhythmic echo combination on here, but you can choose any of the other rhythmic subdivisions in there. It is well worth experimenting with. Just keep in mind that the delay times are now going to be based on the tempo up here. So if I slow the tempo down, the delays are going to be longer and vice versa. So I'll let you hear it where it is at 120 BPM, then I might take it down to say 80 BPM, but this is what we get. That's a pretty classic sound right there, and it works really well on your single note lead lines. Few little tweaks. One is to turn the feedback of the shorter delay, in this case the right channel, up. So I'm going to bring it up to about 30%. So these two delays will now essentially be scaled to one another. Then I like using a pretty generous high cut. Let's go down to about 4K on here with a steeper filter slope. I'll just go to 12 dB and a little bit of modulation. Why not while we're here? I'll just turn the depth up to around 20%. You can also play around in the more section with the ducker and some diffusion, or you can add some crust and bit reduction as well. There's so many great things that you can do, but for now, let's just stick with the high cut, the increased feedback on the shorter delay, and a little bit of modulation. It works really nicely with a low mix as an always-on ambient effect with your clean sounds as well. There is an easier way to do all of this though. Let's go to channel B over here. I've selected the stereo BBD delay type. I've synced it to the tempo, so the main delay is just a quarter note. And all we're gonna do in here is set the left-right time ratio to 75% over here. This will automatically scale the feedback to where we want it. You could try different ratios, but having it at 75% is gonna give you that quarter note dotted eighth note effect. And I really like this BBD type in here because the filters are already pretty much where I like them along with the modulation. So this one sounds pretty epic. Now, I like that one because it is simply faster to set up. Just set your mix where you want it, set your feedback where you want it for the left channel. If you want it synced to the tempo, you can do that, or you can just set a core delay time and then play around with this left-right time ratio on there. You can also apply these tricks to other delay blocks like the Plex delay or the multi-tap delay in there. Or you can grab my free blocks library, which is linked in the video description. You can get a bunch of delay blocks and multi-tap delay blocks, pitch blocks, mega tap blocks. It is all in there. You can have all of these settings instantly recallable from the blocks library on here. If you dig what I'm doing here on the channel and you want to support me directly, links to my Patreon and the music that I make with my band Ragdoll in the video description. I'll play you all out with a little jam. Have a great day and enjoy some glorious lead delays.